Hey guys, Youngblood with you, and what I wanted to do today was actually showcase the new ship shop called Teaches. And this is actually located at Levski, and you'll notice it's backed by the hangar elevators. And if you're noticing a little bit of echo in this video, it's because I'm in my new office. It's got hardwood, and I haven't put up my soundproofing yet, so that'll get better here pretty soon. But either way, this is the first early implementation of the ship shop, which is where you're going to be able to come to rent and buy vehicles with in-game credits eventually. Now, it is a long hangar ride down, and then once you get down there, you're really going to notice kind of this cavernous space that has basically a lot of openings. It's kind of dark. It's got a very Levski feel to it. It's got some of the Blade Runner vibes with water and sparks and neon, and you know, it just kind of has a Levski / Grimhex vibe to it. And as you can see, I mean, it's just cavernous. I mean, it's a big open hangar within this asteroid of a planet, scattered with asteroid replace me balls, and then just kind of neon signs around. There's a lot of space up here to where I wouldn't be surprised if you end up seeing like some components are available or maybe ship weapons. Whereas down here, where you see these deals and signs, and you almost see these different landing pad spots, I think this is where you could really come in and say, okay, I want to be able to rent a ship here versus I want to buy a ship here. They're probably going to be used at a place like this. I don't envision Teaches, this place on Delamar that has these broken down gray cats, as being a place that's going to have newer vehicles. I think this is going to be where you probably buy one that needs a little bit of repairs over time. Now, that's likely going to end up being a later implementation, right? Like, I think right now there's not a lot of wear and tear in the game, so what you're probably going to see is a bunch of new ships in here, but eventually my gut says that this is going to be ships that you could buy that are usable today, but you probably end up needing to do some repairs pretty quickly with them. Whereas if you went to ArcCorp and were at, you know, like the ship place that's actually located there, Astromart or whatever it's called. It's been so long since I've been there. You know, you're probably going to walk out with a brand new shop. So this is like a used car dealer in my gut versus a new car dealer. Now, if you look up, when I look up at the sky here in a moment, you'll notice that there's actually this gigantic hangar door over the top. A couple of my workmates were at a party and they stood at each end of it in this hangar door. It's about 130 meters across. I don't think you're going to be buying something like a Starfarer here. Maybe you can, but looking at all the obstructions in the ground, it's probably blockage. But you know, it gives you plenty of clearance to have, you know, larger ships that you could potentially buy here and fly out of. And seeing a hangar door like that actually open would be pretty exciting to see. Outside of that, you know, we can talk a little bit about the option. You know, if they're giving you the ability to rent a ship versus buy a ship, you know, I think there's some use cases there for renting. You know, we saw in the CitizenCom demo, you're talking about a prospector going for like 1.6 million credits or something like that, which is a lot of credits. Maybe not for those that are playing, you know, every day and you're months into the game. It's probably not that big of a dent in your wallet. But, you know, if you're not that, or you want to do some mining early on and you want to get a prospector, maybe you can rent one for, you know, 2,000 credits for 24 hours. And you want to be able to do a little bit of mining, or your organization is doing a little bit of mining, then you can kind of come in, get a ship that's capable of doing that. And so there's a lot of utility that's involved surrounding the renting ability. And I think that's what a lot of people are probably going to be doing, is renting a ship based on their needs, just knowing that the cost of owning a ship and buying a ship is significantly more expensive. The question then becomes, what are the actual repairs and insurance ramifications of rentals versus purchases actually end up being, and how does that impact your bottom line? So as this gets a little bit more work, I'll be covering this a lot. As soon as I can rent a ship or buy a ship, I'll do that. But until then, I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more and have a great night. Take care.